Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, I'm going to be doing the brake lines on the Civic. As you just saw, the rear end of the car is completely stripped. It's been sprayed with epoxy primer by my dad, and now I have to put everything back together. So the original brake lines were a little rusty, so I decided to just do all new brake lines on the car. Brake line, this is copper nickel, so it's a little softer than like stainless steel or steel lines, but it's still corrosion resistant like stainless steel, so this won't rust. Next, fittings. So I had to get both metric fittings. These are what's going to go into the brake lines on the car that run to the calipers. And then this standard fittings are going to be used for my T here and my proportioning valve, because these both use standard fittings. So let's talk about the T real quick. I'm only going to run one brake line up to the front of the car from the rear, as opposed to two like the factory. And then instead of the factory proportioning valve, I'm going to use this Wildwood proportioning valve. Since this car doesn't have ABS, there's no reason to have the two separate lines running back to the rear. So let's move on to brake line mounts. So I got these awesome mounts. I'll drop a link below where I got them from, but I'm going to use these under the car and I'm going to bolt these to the floor. And I also got these little mounts right here, these little P-clips these were from, I'll put the link to these down in the description too. I can't remember the actual company. But anyway, these will be used along the rear and like the frame rails and stuff in the rear to keep all the brake lines nice and tidy. And then I got all my tools here. Tubing bender. This is a deburring tool after you cut the brake lines. You need to deburr it to remove any excess material. I got a tubing straightener. This isn't really necessary, but I just want everything to look really nice. And then I got my flare tool in here, which I will demonstrate in a little bit once I get started here. So over here on the car, I've got my brake lines that run to the caliper already on here, so that I can make sure I get all of this fitting correctly and the right angle and everything up here. So yeah, the plan is to run both brake lines along these frame rails here, and then they will kind of join together somewhere around there and run under the car up to the front. Okay, so now we're going to make the first bend. It's going to be a 180-degree bend for our brake line to hook up to the line on the car right there. So we're just going to mark this. Okay, so I got the 180-degree bend in there. I got a 90 down here. And then I was able to put my little P-clip. I was actually able to put a riv nut. I was able to drill out the factory bolt hole for the factory mount and put a riv nut in there. and then I just bolted my P-clip right onto it. So we were able to use the factory mounting hole there. Didn't have to drill any holes in the frame rail, thank God, because I hate doing that. And anyway, the fitment's looking really nice. And up here, the line actually is not jammed up or anything, so the threads go in and out pretty easily. So I think next we're going to try to do like a 45 back, and then we'll go up and along the frame rail. Okay, so as you can see, we got it bent back here. It's kind of running downwards though, so we're gonna just twist this so it points up, because I want the line to kind of gradually run up and then along the back of the frame rail. Okay, so before I do anything else, I've decided that, and I took my brake line off of here for now, because before I move forward, I've decided that I'm going to mount my T fitting right here so that I know where everything's going to line up. So here's the plan for the T fitting. I've got the fitting right here, and I've got a bolt and a riv nut right here. Then I've got a drill bit for the riv nut hole and a drill bit for this little alignment hole. So I got the right riv nut, luckily. I got my riv nut tool right here. So we're gonna drill the holes and then we should be good.